I think if you wait to the perfect time to the paint dry themselves, you can paint over that mistake and fix it.
That's
So
with oil, yes, but I don't know if it's the same with water because
with
somebody told
water,
me.
okay.
I think that with water it was
Mm,
kind of difficult to fix a mistake.
yeah, I think with water it could be a little more difficult. Maybe if you use water and you commit a mistake, you can fix it with, I don't know, um, a marker, maybe, or a pen,
A marker, okay.
another
Or a
material.
pen, okay. Yeah, somebody said to me that if you make a mistake with water, it's easier that overlap or superimpose a darker color. But if you make a mistake with a dark color, then it's almost impossible to make it light. Whereas with oil, in the case of oil, you can paint something black by accident. You just put white on top of it, and the problem will disappear. Somebody said that to me. I don't remember who it was, but it makes sense to me. Oil apparently is easier to fix.
I think so, have sense.
Makes sense, right? Okay. Well, let me share
You are losing
what
connection or it's
we
my
were doing.
device?
No, I'm losing connection for some reason,
Oh,
I think I'm okay now.
okay.
Let me say hello to Mickey, who's here now. Hello, Mickey. Good afternoon. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. I'm great. Thank you much. And you?
Fantastic match. I feel very, very well because I just came back from swimming, and it was a very nice journey. It was like 1,000 meters, 1,200 meters job, and pretty intense, but it's worth it, and I love it. I love swimming here in the Nova Era Club.
Woo.
So very, very nice.
That's fantastic,
Yeah, I
teacher.
normally swim with, yeah, 1,200 meters to 1,400 meters. I have swum 2,000, then I have to be but it's really really good. I enjoy it a lot. How long do you spend in the gym when you guys go?
Teacher,
When you guys go to the gym? How long is the journey? 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
I usually do between 14 minutes to 1 hour.
40 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, that's pretty good. What about you, Mickey? How long do you normally stay in the gym?
normally between 1 hour and 1 hour 20, 1 hour and a half is the maximum.
That's 60 and 90 minutes.
Yeah, depending if I do cardio or not.
Nice. If you do cardio, what do? You spend 30 more minutes, or what's the deal?
Yeah, if I do cardio, I normally do around 20 to 25 or until 30 minutes. So my normal routine is just an hour, and the extra is the cardio.
Okay. And how much time do you guys normally spend in warm up and in cooling off? How long does it take you to warm up and to cool off normally?
Mm,
Mm,
10 minutes to warm and like 3, 5 to cold. It's almost the same.
Oh, so but no more than 10 minutes, right?
I think could depend of the body. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, here we in exercise G. I think we did exercise G, and now we have uh, each letter exercise H, correct? Do you agree, Mickey, Mitch, that we have to do exercise H?
Yeah, we have to
Mm-hmm.
do exercise H.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's begin with number one. Who wants to read the instructions, please?
Me.
Okay, okay, please.
Write one word in each graph. I prefer pop music instead of
Instead of is correct, but it must be just one word.
Rather
If
than?
it was more words, it could be okay to say
done.
other than is also than. Oh, you said than, Mickey, and I couldn't hear you clearly.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but I feel that the session is like um, how can I say trabando? It's being interrupted.
Yeah, is stocking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know if it is my device or if it's in your end, but I see you with a delay, Mickey. For example, I finish talking and
Mm-hmm.
then it lapse is like 2 seconds or 3 seconds lapse.
It happens to me the same.
I don't know what that is. Is it only now or normally? Is it usual?
It's
Mm, cool, you guys can hear me well?
yes.
I can hear you. I don't know if it's a delay. Can you hear us? Can you hear me well, Mitch, Mickey?
Yes, sure.
Mm, I can hear you both perfectly. But actually,
Or
my voice, I
like
hear
there is
it
a
with a delay
There is
of
an
3
echo.
seconds.
what I noticed is I start talking and when I finish, you guys waiting 2 or 3 seconds. There is like a delay in transmission
Yeah,
of the voice.
I can hear you both well, but I don't know if you can hear me well.
I can. Well, let's do. I prefer pop music. I prefer this to that, right? I prefer music
Prefer to.
to rock. I prefer this to
Where
that.
to? Where to?
It's normally I prefer apples. I prefer this to that. This a aquello. Prefiero esto a aquello,
Oh, okay.
right? So it's that's why the prefer goes normally with the two, Mitch.
Mhm. Okay,
And
amazing.
let's do then number two, please. It makes sense, right? Can you do number two, Mickey, please?
Yes, sure. I would prefer to go to the concert tomorrow rather than on Saturday.
Perfect. Rather than on Saturday. Very good. Number three, Mitch, please.
Um, I rather.
But I rather is followed by the verb infinitive because you don't say I
I
rather
prefer.
playing.
I
I
prefer.
prefer.
I prefer.
Yes, I prefer. Yes.
I prefer
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
piano on my
So let's
own
read it like
platform.
exactly. And you notice, Mitch, we prefer that. I prefer
Mhm.
this action to this action here.
Okay,
Okay, very good. Good job, Mitch. Thanks. Mickey, number four,
thank you.
please.
Yes, sure.
Yes, yes, no problem.
I'd rather. Mm, I'd rather than.
I'd rather, but Dan is already here.
Uh, I'd rather.
Is the plain verb.
Yeah. I'd rather playing.
To that, you do an action to that. Just I'd rather go to, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you already have the Dan. Correct. Let's read it, Mickey, please.
Yes, sure. I'd rather go to that jazz club than a nightclub.
Perfect. Exactly. Very good. Let's do number five, please, Mitch.
Hmm. I'd rather.
Perfect. Yes, I'd rather.
Mhm.
Let's read it all,
I'd rather.
please.
Okay. I'd rather you didn't practice playing the trumpet while I'm trying to study.
Study. Perfect. Okay, and then the next one cannot be rather because it's a recommendation, right? So you have, what do you normally have? You rather or you better, right? You'd better.
Mhm.
Rather is when you have options, and better is when it's a recommendation, right? Options,
You'd better get
and
tickets
this is
soon,
a exactly. You'd better get tickets soon.
as they are running out.
Excellent. Good job, Mickey. Thanks. Number eight. I'm sorry. Number seven, Mitch, please.
Hmm. How can I pronounce the second word?
Cute. Cute.
Cute. Cute.
Cute.
We queued up.
Okay. We.
Yes.
What means that?
Dude, we got in line. A queue is a line. Queue is a line in England, right? So you got in line. Got in line. Like to go to the movies, you need to get in line, right? So they
Okay.
say they queued up. Queued up.
Okay, I like that.
Yes. So we queued up early
Um, and wait.
in or
Order.
in order
Okay.
in order to get seats. Let's read it together all together, please, Mitch. Can you?
We could we queued up early in order to get good seats.
Excellent. Thanks. And then number eight, Mickey, please.
Mhm. We waited for hours, so mm, do not,
So as so as not to
so
miss.
as not to miss
Yeah.
the VIPs arriving.
Yes, exactly.
As not.
We did
Yeah.
that in order to, or we do so as not to, so as not to, de forma que no perdiéramos el VIP que estaba llegando, right?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Number nine. Yeah, it makes sense, right? We waited for
Yeah.
hours so as not to miss the VIPs arriving.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's. Can you read it again, Mickey, please? Let's read it complete. We waited for
We waited for
hours.
hours, so as not to miss the VIPs arriving.
Very good. Number nine, Mitch, please.
I call the teacher to find out.
Mm-hmm. To find out.
Okay, perfect. I called the theater to find out what time the concert
Started or
started.
started?
Started.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Number 10, Mickey, please.
Hmm. I actually prefer. Um, uh, um,
It can be affirmative or it can also be negative.
Not to listen.
Exactly, very good. So let's read it all together, please.
I actually prefer not to listen to music through speakers. It sounds so much better through headphones.
Perfect, very good. And the last one, Mitch, please.
Don't you think we have
Perfect, very good, Mitch. We had better
we have better turn the music down a bit?
a bit. Perfect, excellent. So let's now, we completed the sentences with the prepositions as they should be. Now let's please write our own sentences. For example, I prefer, I prefer uh, paella to lasagna. I don't know, probably the opposite. Well, it doesn't matter, it's just an example. I love both of them really. But let's
Yeah.
say that I prefer paella to lasagna. What do you prefer? Paella to lasagna or lasagna to paella?
Lasagna to paella.
Really? Okay. And what about you, Mickey?
I prefer lasagna to paella.
But of course, paella is also so
All
good,
right.
so great.
Well, let's make sentences like this. Thanks. Who can do number two? I would prefer to rather than. What would you prefer to do rather than?
Mm, I will prefer to.
Would prefer to go to the beach rather than a city, a huge city.
Okay, huge city. Very good, excellent. What about you, Mickey?
Could be. I will prefer to do my homework today rather than tomorrow.
Uh, and travel tomorrow or to travel tomorrow and
I prefer to do my
travel
homework.
and be able. Was that it, or
Uh,
is it a bit different?
well, I just said that I would prefer to do my homework today rather than tomorrow, but it's okay. It's better your sentence.
Rather than tomorrow. Okay, okay, okay. Rather than tomorrow. Perfect. This is an excellent sentence too. Rather than tomorrow. All right. Very good. Thanks, Mickey. Let's do the next one. I prefer something to something else. For example, I prefer cooking than going out to a fancy restaurant. Well, it depends. It's only an example. I prefer cooking than going out to a fancy restaurant. What do you prefer, Mitch?
Mm, ah, I prefer playing on computer than in Xbox.
Okay, perfect. What about you, Mickey?
Mm, I prefer watching movies than series.
I prefer watching movies than series. Than watching series.
TV
Watching
series.
series. Very good,
Okay.
thanks. And then, yeah, than series. Yeah. And then I rather do something than something else. For instance, I'd rather teach German than Japanese. I'd rather
Do you
teach
know
German than
Japanese, teacher?
Japanese. First of all, no, that's why I I don't I don't want to teach it because I don't know it. I don't speak it. It's just a funny sentence. Okay, what about you, Mickey, Mitch? You rather do what to what than what?
Mm,
um, I'd rather clean my sneakers than my room. Clean.
You rather what? Excuse me.
I'd
Clean,
I'd
clean,
rather clean
clean
my
my
sneakers.
my room. Perfect. Excellent. Very good job. Oops, what did I do? I don't know what I did.
I'd rather drawing on digital than in paper.
You rather what?
I'd rather drawing
Draw.
on digital uh, than in paper.
I rather draw
Than on paper.
in digital format than on paper. Okay, very good. Excellent. Good exercise. Thank you very much. Then we have I rather. Okay, you didn't. Okay. I rather suggestions to other people. I'd rather my Liceo Cervantino students didn't say, didn't curse so much during recess. Curse means to say bad words.
Mhm.
Okay, so who wants to read it, please?
I'd rather my Lisa Cervantino students didn't care so much during recess.
Yes, I'd prefer that they didn't say so many big words, even if it's during recess. But they do. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who wants to read their example, please? I rather not, as not.
Which example?
Okay, here is. I'd rather you didn't practice playing the trumpet while I'm trying to study. I did. I'd rather my Liceo Cervantino students didn't curse so much as during recess. And so you can say, I'd rather what?
Mm, I'd rather. Mm,
Maybe. mm, Okay. Um, I'd rather my friend didn't eat, no, didn't drink so much Coca-Cola because it's bad for his health.
That's a great phrase. Excellent. Very good construction. Well, I lost the connection. Very good, Mitch. Excellent. Can you read it again, please?
I'd rather my friend didn't drink so much coke because it's bad for his health.
Very good. Okay. And you wanna say one, Mickey, please?
Mm-hmm. Um, I'd rather. Hmm, could be like just I'd rather didn't go to Leon.
I rather. Uh, I well, in that context, it's better to say I wished I didn't go because it's a personal desire. Or I
Hmm.
rather I I didn't go. Would you have an option? Do you want to go to Leon Miki? I rather not go, or I rather I didn't go.
Oh, okay,
Like in the
okay.
future. Although you just
Hmm.
didn't, preferiría que no fuera a León tomorrow. Tomorrow, you tell your dad, right? Your dad tells you, "Hey, Mickey, let's go to León." You say, "Oh, I didn't go to León tomorrow. I don't want to go tomorrow." So it's like prefería que no fuera a León tomorrow, right? It's
Okay.
correct. Yes, you can do. You can say that. You can say that. Actually, let's leave it if you wish. Okay. I didn't go. You can also use it to wish another person didn't do something. For example, I'd rather my neighbors were not so didn't okay the music so loud on weekends. And I think people are like that, right? I rather my neighbors didn't play the music so loud on weekends. All right? It makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Well, I rather not this. I rather not that. And the you better is very simple because you can say you better do something like six, Mitch or Mickey. Can you do an example with you better?
Um, you'd better practice for the exam because honestly, no, because you are not so good to be honest.
Okay, perfect. So that's a great sentence. You'd better practice for the exam because you are not so good to be you are not so good to be honest. Excellent, good sentence. What about you, Mickey? What do you say? You'd better what? Or hit better, shit better, with better.
With, with
Yeah, we had better, right? We'd better learn how to grow vegetables in case there is a nuclear war. Okay, that's very extremist. That's extreme. Just we'd better learn how to grow vegetables in case there is a nuclear war. This is like an extreme case, right? All
okay,
right.
yeah.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry
No.
about. Well, let's do other examples. Who wants to do that? Mickey, you want to try? You'd better, or with better, or hit better?
Oh, sorry, teacher. I realized that I had my microphone off and I was talking and I was
Oh
like, oh, probably
no.
my internet is bad.
Oh,
Mm,
I'm sorry, and I couldn't hear you and I couldn't see you either because I had the other screen. So I'm
No,
me
sorry, I
no
didn't
too.
worries,
notice that
sure.
you were speaking. Do you want to read your sentence,
Yeah,
please?
uh-huh. I said, you'd better go to the gym. You're getting fat.
You, you'd better go to the gym. You are getting fat.
And
Well,
get better alimentation.
only 86 kilograms. That's, yeah,
I'm
that's
85
a bit
kilograms.
over 85.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's pure muscle. I'm a bit flabby. I have a bit of belly, a little belly. You can see the belly here. So that's good 8, 10 kilograms. I don't know. Actually, muscle weighs more than fat, right? Muscle
Yeah,
is
obviously.
heavier than fat.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, it's good deed, good thing, Mickey. Well, let's go to the next one. This is an important exercise. It may sound long, but it's very important to master these phrases. You better, in order to. Okay, so listen. I decided to learn German in order to be able to go to Germany one day. Okay, that's in order to. So, as a means to do something, right? I decided to learn German in order to be able to go to Germany one day, obviously, right? Okay, let's see. What have you done, or what did you do, or what are you doing, or what do you plan to do in order to do something else or to get something, Mitch, Mickey?
I decided to learn piano
Yes.
in order to play with my family. Mitch, can you turn off your microphone?
Turn on?
Turn off.
Ah,
I decided I decided to learn how to play the piano in order to play with my family. Perfect. You wanna give an example, Mitch, please? Using in order to.
sure. Um, uh, I decided to um, how can I say alimentarme
To feed
to feed
my
me
myself
to feed myself better in order to get a better figure body.
body figure. Right.
Yes.
Body figure. Very good. I decided to feed myself better. To eat better. This is very good phrase. Thanks. In order to, uh, we did this so as to or so as not to. Right. Um, I started to go swimming so as. Okay, no. Let's see. I started to cut down on sugar, so as not to have a bigger risk of contracting diabetes or
Yeah.
getting diabetes. So I started to cut down on sugar so as not to have a bigger risk of contracting diabetes. Mitch, Mickey, please.
Um, 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 I started to listen more audiobooks, so I can have more knowledge about general
Hmm.
themes or subjects.
Is this in English, Mitch, or in Spanish?
Mm, the audiobooks.
Yeah, just curious.
Well, firstly, I started with the Spanish. Um,
Okay.
Personally, I not consider myself too much capable to hear some in English, but I could try in these days.
Yeah. Yeah, try that, please. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it a lot. I'm sure you're gonna understand a high percentage, and it's gonna do you very, very good. It's gonna be fantastic for you.
I hope
If you
so.
have this habit, just transferring this to English is gonna do you a lot of good. Believe me. So it's a great practice. I congratulate you. I think it's a great practice. Let's. Thank you, Mitch. I started to audiobooks.
Okay,
Okay, Mickey, please.
thank you so much.
Mm, I started to do
Oh yes, yes,
my homework.
yes.
So as to improve my grades.
To improve my grades. Excellent, very good sentence. Thank you, Mickey. And that is so as. And to find out, this is very simple. I call the theater to find out the concert started. Notice that the verb goes at the end, this verb,
Hmm.
right? So to find out the time, and people tend to say, what time started the concert? That's a mistake. It's a minor mistake, but it's very common. So it's always better, like in German, to put this verb at the end. I I'm going to write it here. So, okay. So I'm gonna do it exactly like that. I went to the office to find out what the new price of the houses was. So was is the verb equivalent to started, right? Or
Hmm.
what price the houses had. Right? So in this case, what the new price of the houses was. I went to the office to find out what the new price of the houses was. So let's do a similar example, please.
Mm,
Star Mitch or Mickey?
probably. Um,
I went to the, how can I say papeleria?
Stationary.
Stationery. Okay, I didn't know that. Uh,
Stationary, yes.
to to buy, no, to find out how much was the price of some materials.
Okay, let's read it again. Verb goes at the end. How much the price of some materials? I'm sorry, the was.
Okay,
Okay, let's read it again, Mitch, please.
I went to the stationery to find out how much the price of some materials was. Why the was?
Perfect.
It's at the end.
Yeah, that's the grammatical feature or grammatical characteristic
Really?
of this complex construction.
Okay.
Apparently, not apparently, in reality, it's a subordinate clause. Subordinate. I went to the stationery to find out how much this object, the price, much this. This is a subordinate clause. How much this thing is, the price of materials was. how much it was without how much this was. The verb normally goes at the end in complex sentences like this. Problem in German, because in German is exactly the same thing. There is a very strict rule in which if you have two verbs or more, the last or the second or the last verb should go at the end. Is It's a grammatical issue, Mitch. And
Okay.
it has become like that, right? Like another rule that is very strict in English, not when the direct object goes immediately after the verb. For example, I wanted to eat bread. Mañana un poco de pan, right? To eat a little you comer en la mañana un poco en la mañana con un poco de, but in English after the verb wanted to eat, if there is a direct object, it should go immediately after the verb. For example, this is incorrect. If you put the verb, I wanted to eat in the morning a little bread, people still understand, but it's incorrect. It sounds wrong in English. So the rule of the verb at the end is also a fixed rule. It's kind of very it's not flexible like Spanish. So
Okay.
that's how it is. Um, who's next? Mickey, you're doing an example of this type, or we should do another one? I think you have to do an example of the
I have to do it. Yeah. Um,
yes, please. Okay.
I called to the teacher uh, to see at what time our class was.
Exactly. Perfect. Okay, very good. So again, the second verb goes at the end. And now let's do to find out. Okay, I actually prefer not to. I prefer not to do something. Um, I prefer not to reveal all the secrets that my friends. Um, it's a joke, of course. I prefer not to reveal all the secrets that my friends confess. Okay, I prefer not to. Of course, I don't reveal any, but it's just a joke. Um, what do you say here, Mitch, Mickey?
um, I prefer not to eat junky food.
Junk food, yes.
Junk food, yeah.
Okay, very good. Can you provide an example too, Mitch, please? We lost
Mitch,
Mitch.
your microphone is off. Well,
No, she's not. She got disconnected
yeah.
for some reason. We lost her.
Yeah, and actually, she's in the Instituto, so I don't know what's happening with her.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe something went wrong. Maybe she lost connection. Well, let's see if she comes back.
The teacher.
And don't you think we had better? Okay, we had better. I believe we had better. I believe all Mexican kids had better cut down on sugar and candies. They are becoming too obese, obese, obese. How is obese? Let me check the spelling. Oh, Mitch is back. You're back,
Sorry,
Mitch.
teacher.
You are
Yes,
back.
the place
That's a good.
when
You're
I where I were, there's no internet. I lost connection.
oh, okay, okay. Don't worry. Well, we were just writing a sentence. They are acquiring obesity, serious obesity. All right. Can
Okay.
you read this sentence, please?
Me?
Yes, please.
I believe all Mexican kids had better cut down on sugar and candies. They are acquiring serious obesity.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's true. Besides, so had better is a recommendation, kind of strong recommendation. So people had better. Examples with had better, Mitch, Mickey, please.
Ah,
Mm, um, I believe that all people
Old people.
have better. Uh, could be like take care of their health.
Yes. Take care their health. Yeah. All people had better take care of their health. Of their health. Very good. Good sentence. Can you do one more? Can you do with
which?
Have better.
had better? People had better is the sentence. Had better. It's like a recommendation, an advice. Like harías mejor en, right? You had better.
I like how you put all the sentences like an stairs.
So
Mm, a sentence can start with had better.
no, it should include it. But you need to include
Okay.
it, please. You can say the subject and then the verb had better and then
Uh,
the complement.
with had better start the project cause to not fail in the subject.
Very good. Okay. So as not to subject. Let's please, Mitch. Can you read?
Uh, I said with, but Luis, I think is also okay.
Oh, what did you say? Your name? I'm sorry, I invented the name.
With
What was the name?
W apostrophe T. But it's okay, Luis. Luis, the same thing.
Oh, wait, Luis. Okay, Luis had better.
Luis or
Okay,
Luis
let's
had
read it,
better
please.
start the project so as not to fail a subject.
Great, excellent. So we had better so as not to. Don't
Hmm.
you think we had better? Okay, it's the same. So let's say what we shouldn't do. We had better. We hadn't. We want to do this in order to do that. That is complex sentences, complex structures, right? Complex thoughts. For example, I'd better. I'd better start learning more about Infonavit uh, schemes so as not to lose my savings. Right? Okay, I had better start learning Infonavit schemes so as not to lose my savings after years of work. This is something people should learn in order to reach out and do something, right? What about you guys? You'd better, what can you better start doing?
Mm, I'd better start uh, learning more about taxes
Okay, not
so as
so as what?
not to have issues later.
Excellent. Very good job. Good sentence. Mitch, please.
Mm, I'd better start learning more about the future subjects that my career going to have because have a previous knowledge about it.
Because what?
To have previous knowledge about it.
Oh, so as to have previous knowledge about it. Okay, very good. This is an excellent sentence. Okay, can you read it again, please?
Sure. I'd better start learning about more about the future subject that my career is going to have so as to have a previous knowledge about it.
Very good. That is the elaboration or creation of longer sentences with a perfect structure, by the way. So I'd better, right? I'd rather not. Let's do an I'd rather not. I'd rather not continue uh, what? Uh, arguing with my mom about her sister. This is, I'm just inventing. I never argued with my mom. When I was a kid, I always argued with her uh, about her sister's ideas. Okay, this is just an invention. Who wants to read it, please? Who can read it?
Me, I'd rather not
Okay,
continue
Mickey,
arguing with
please.
my mom about her sister's ideas.
Okay, this is just a sentence. Okay, who wants to do
Mhm.
another one with I rather not?
Me.
Okay,
Uh,
Mitch, please. I'd rather.
I'd rather not doing my homeworks or projects in my house because I got very much distracted. And that's an incongruency because the homework word has home in the word.
Homework projects at home because I
I
can
get
get distracted.
I get too much distracted.
Why I get distracted? Get too distracted. All right. I get distracted too much. We can
Yes,
also say
very
that.
much.
Very good. Oh, okay. These are good sentences. They are the starting here in this section of very useful, I think, and very how can I say very practical because once you start developing or elaborating long sentences, you're gonna be
Hmm.
using them quite a bit,
Okay.
and it's a good idea to continue practicing them so as not to behind or behind the conversation with other people. For example, right? This is just an example.
Yes.
I decided to go to the gym so as not to I'm getting free. All right, you can elaborate now longer sentences and express longer or more complex thoughts really very well. So, um, well, we spent on this sentence, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And everything. Okay, it's tomorrow actually.
It's time.
Usually, 30, 1 to 2 is
I can't hear you well, teacher.
yeah, we're listening to Zach now.
from 1:30 to 2:30, more or less. Mickey,
When? Saturday?
hello. Saturday, yes, yes, please. Can we do that from 1:30 to 2:30?
Yes, sure, it's okay.
Sure.
What do you think?
Sure, it's okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, then see you tomorrow. You guys take care and good to see you.
Yes.
Thank you much, teacher. Take care and
Thank you
thank you
so
for your
much,
Enjoy.
time.
teacher. Thanks for your for the time in your class. Bye.
Thank you,
Take
teacher. You
care.
as well.
See you next
Thank
time.
you. You guys take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
See you,
Good
teacher.
See you
afternoon. Good
soon.
evening. See you
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye.